Okay, so happy Sunday. Thank you all very much for coming out and watching. And just a reminder, this is day 3 of 31 games, 31 days for Extra Life, raising money for my local children's hospital, Rady Children's Hospital, San Diego. As you can see on the right-hand side, we're currently up over $400 raised. And if we can manage to hit $500 raised, I've got a code for you, code for Star Wars Squadrons. And it's currently free over on Prime Gaming, but since I already have a copy of it, I have an extra code to give out. Actually, I have 2 extra codes. But if we have $500 raised, I'll give a code out to whoever wants it. Whether you have it or not doesn't matter, because you can always pass it on to somebody else if you want to. But yeah, so if we have $500 raised, again, got a code for Star Wars Squadrons. Okay, so we did this. Army. So we lost one of our units. We lost our war dogs the last fight. Let's see what the ghouls do. Hi, ghouls. Okay. Okay, so find all the letters. I don't even know where to look for the letters. Okay, that's what the undead guy is. She can give us more soldiers and stuff over there. Chase down the refugee. I guess we have to do that. Oh, look, he's actually running away from us. So you looked at the calendar on the wall. Actually, it's a calendar on my computer, but close enough. Although, my clock on the wall actually tells me what day it is and everything. It tells me the time, the day of the week, and the day of the month. It's awesome. I need one of those things, you know. So where is this going to take us? The Witch Stone. Look, mushrooms that we can't pick. Disappointing.
I've got you now. Your attempt to flee proves you're a filthy criminal.
Wait! Listen to me. Yes, I confess I am guilty, but I wasn't running away. I wanted you to follow me. I promised to tell you anything you want to know. But what's important right now is to stop Amarantha, the Mountain Witch, before she destroys us all. She's terrible. She took me under her control. And it's all because of her damn past.
What happened to her before? Tell us.
When Amarantha was still quite herself, she said she had been a student of the powerful Archmage Nevetus, who performed magic in the Crownlands, but his sorcery was destroyed. Amarantha fled. She said that Nevetus was after her as if she were a slave. And now the Blight is devouring her mind. Stop her!
But how? I don't even know where the witch lives.
She feeds on the souls of the innocent, performing sorcery on the mountain, in the ruins of the fortress. But the path there is currently closed off. If you activate the magic crystal, the way shall open. But unfortunately, I don't remember how it is done. Perhaps her sorcery is to blame. She may have used it to erase my memories. Oh, Creator, give me the strength to remember.
Yeah, she made a lot of money while in a hot tub. Yep. Pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, so this guy.
Perhaps you've remembered the proper way to activate the crystal now. Tell me how to get up there.
Wait. I remember now.
That was easy.
I remember. I don't remember how she did it. I can't remember that, but I've read her scroll. She described it all there. The servants of light await the magic gifts that gleam in the dark. The Lord weeps in solitude, awaiting the light from his servants. The Lord is gracious when he drinks of the servant's light, and so will the Lord open the secret door.
Sounds complicated, but I think I've got it. The big stone must be lit up using the small ones. Thanks.
She's a genius. Smarter than me. Would have never thought about that.
Found it.
There's one magic crystal. I don't know how many we need, but... Servant of Light. Is it too early to do this?
That's not all, is it?
I'm gonna go with no. That can't be all. No? No? All these glowing mushrooms is throwing me off. More sleigh bells. Another map. Get through there. That's where we came from. Dum dum stuff. Scroll Burning Ray 1. Nice little campfire. Oh, look at all the stuff. More cotton,
That's what I
crystal.
need.
Another scroll. This document recognizes Overseer Fabian for his service in the Fort Crucius garrison and grants him one set of equipment and 24 days of leave per annum. Sounds special. Just scroll. Dun, 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 dun.
Has it stopped yet?
Okay, so I can see it now. There's the beam. We've got 2 beams on that thing now. That works. Nothing. Looking back, I can't forget the scoundrel Nevedes. When his brainchild breeding chimeras from the king's arm failed, when his alchemy chambers filled with poisonous essence and he himself grew horns, even then he was unable to stop and rushed us and his poor test subjects right into the furnace of his avarice. Poor Julian, your death was in vain. I waited for you in the grove, and you never came. A withered rattleberry plant lingers still before my eyes. I wanted to start a new life filled with new magic here in the Albion Highlands. Nevedes, eager to subdue all mages, would have never found me here, but they came and ruined everything. So let existence itself be our judge. P.S. Dear Belinda and Karabos, I wouldn't say I worry about you, but I hope your lives are a success. Never forget Amarantha, and the 3 of us were the best students of the Archmage. Sure you were. Sure you were.
Come on, you pansy. Get back in there and fight.
I am fighting. Ick, I beseech you, the mages who came to the Albion Highlands did not listen to me. They destroyed my flesh, but I'm still fighting. Nevedes, blast him, taught me something. My spirit has survived in this world of ice and snow, and in fish and earthworms and animals tearing each other apart for a chunk of meat. Piece by piece, I've been trying to make myself whole again and returned as a ghost. But the mages are gone. They've abandoned these harsh lands, proving their weakness. Rejected me. They've sentenced themselves. There's only one left. A goner? A zombie stuck in the tower's ruins. Who is he compared to me? But the blight, I can't feel it. It's getting closer. Or I can feel it. It's getting closer. Creeping up on me. Its breath is colder than icy chains binding these mountains, and there's no way out. What do I do? Can mortal soul save me from it? Was it all in vain? Lord of Fire, help me? Lord of Fire? I thought you were undead. More stuff that we can sell somewhere. Crystal.
Seems that's what I was looking for. That's not all, is it?
might we just look up there? So, more stuff, more maps. So required 50 mana from that. Stuff. Chest. Burning Ray 1 again. Gold box. Set. Okay, looks like they're going into that little tower, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's see a fourth area around here. So, we go. So, this game. It's not bad. It's not really what I was expecting, but...
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thank you for watching. Happy Sunday. And yes, that's a big witch out there, I think. Undead one. So I guess we'll have to see how this goes. So one thing I don't really like is you're stuck on the ground. There's no jumping or anything. It's kind of a bummer, but it's not the first game to do that. Won't be the last. Thing? No. Okay.
Who's there? Is that you, sweetheart? Come. Come to your Amarantha. We'll meet in the Wonder Grove. Near the rattleberry bushes. What's this? An intruder? Have you come to serve me? Then I welcome you.
Amarantha, are you the one terrorizing travelers on the pass below?
Yes, she
I'm
is.
warning you. Cease these attacks immediately.
I need their souls. I want to exist. They shall protect me. Protect from the void.
Enough! I will destroy you.
Okay. We're very pushy, apparently. We're very pushy. Anyway, happy Sunday while we load. Load. So, what is she? She's a undead witch. Right? Not technically a lich. Just an undead witch. Take 2 lich from her to become a lich or something? I don't think she's an actual lich, though. I think she's just undead. And it looks like she has friends. So, our little army. So, wolves, spearmen, ghouls. I guess we're okay for this. Okay, so we're fighting a wind spirit. Stone elementals and spirits of light. At least it's only one of each. That one's got a ranged attack. Doesn't. Oh, okay. spearmen. So let's go. Kill the wind spirit first, maybe. Switch. Dogs. There. Cool. Switch with the archers. Yeah, there. Okay. I'm sure this will go fine. Attack and withdraw. No? Too far away. You stay over here. Play defense. Ghoul. So execution to enemy unit, then purges all wounded members. Oh. It's only one member there. Go ghouls. Throwing rocks. So one ghoul's almost down. Fine. So apparently you need a direct line of sight in order for this to work. You're burning, almost dead. Heal our ghoul. Must heal the ghouls. I'm sorry, you have a spell. Ray of Light deals 5171 damage and inflicts incineration debuff on an unit. Incineration. Unit takes 10 to 14 damage at the beginning of its turn. So he's got range damage, so we'll hit him first. Hurt a little bit. And cleric. Or healer, whatever. It's burning. He skipped his turn. How did he skip his turn? See if this one didn't move, so I stay there. Okay, the wolves. Can attack and withdraw. So Loose enemy unit dealt damage, then the allied unit return to its original location, ignores the control zone. Yes. Okay, that was not the best thing to do. Will's no match for those things. Cool. We don't need really to do execution on that, do we? So mangle that thing. Still, we did lose a ghoul though. We're down one. Not a big deal. Look, we got more mana though. More ray of light on this one, probably a good idea. Did not kill one. There. But he's still burning. Ow. Killed our wolves. We have no more dogs. So some damage, but a lot. up here. That way we might be able to shoot that one next turn. Yeah, we can't heal anybody. Nobody's damaged, really. Stay with the group. Make them come to us. Ah, the spearman. So precise strike. This is crit. Killed one, still burning. Spearman got crunched. Ow. Okay, so spearman, and then we... Oh, we lost one of them. The other one's all wounded. That one's almost dead. That one's pretty beat up. Okay, that one's dead. And we're gonna nuke that one for 2 mana. So, mostly dead. So we do 7 to 41. They're going to counterattack for 45 to 65. Which is going to kill at least one of them. Poor spearman. Okay, do an execution on this thing. Hey, Kalfak, welcome back. Yay, we won. But we lost dogs. Sorry, wolves. These are wolves we lost. These guys all picked up experience. Heal everybody. So they're all full strength. So, a skull. Venomous skull. Poisoned. Can't be researched. Ooh. So, this was defeating the evil... Oh, wait a minute. No, we haven't seen the witch yet. Those are her guardians, I think. Can't summon the horse at this location. Didn't want to. Or did we win? I'm not sure if we won or not. So, armies. Put the skeletons in my group now. Okay, so did we win?
Finally, that damned witch is gone. I'm free of her. At last, I am free.
It'll be all right now, Fabian. Amarantha has no sway over you anymore.
How wonderful. What is this? Does this mean I can return to my normal life?
Nope.
I think so, Fabian. Go back to Crucis and serve like before.
Amarantha. She caused so much sorrow. I will keep reading her records. Keep trying to understand what happened to her.
Good luck. Perhaps you'll learn how to use her magic to combat evil instead of spread it.
Oh no, not me. Enter the portal and I'll open it. May the Creator protect thee.
Oh, there's the portal. Anything else out here we missed? I think we found everything. Dun, dun. Yep. Oh. Is that leaving the... That's leaving the witch stone. Yay. I left the witch stone. Apparently there's different ways of leaving it. Yeah, there's that. Find the old letters. We haven't found all the letters for some reason. The road to Marcella. Came across an old letter telling the group blah blah blah. So, where are these letters hiding? Okay, that's where we're supposed to go when we're done? Or else you go talk to Helena and pick up some more troops. Where's Roach? Thank you, Roach. Okay. Stop. This horse does not drive well. So, Sunday. Uh-oh. So we can hire some more of these people. Let's do more archers. That one. Healer. And spearman. More dogs. How many dogs of work can we get? Oh, we have to make room. Anyway, for some reason, our announcements are not popping up on screen for some reason. So, Fanny, thank you very much for the resub at Tier 1 for 8 months. Thank you very much, Fanny. Let me get you a Rockets recognition. Yeah, for some reason, the announcements aren't coming through today. Something must be up with Streamlabs or something. Let me double check real quick. Anyway, Fanny, 8 months. There's your Rockets recognition. And thank you very much for the continued support. So let me check Streamlabs real quick, because that's where the stuff is supposed to be coming from. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Because we did the Oath token yesterday. And we really haven't got any announcements since then, because that's the way it works. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we'll do a test. Did that even work? Why isn't it working? Isn't it working? What's going on? I don't know what the deal is. Streamlabs seems to be a little off today for some reason. But at least it's coming through in chat, so that's the important thing. At least I'm getting some notifications, just not from everywhere I'm supposed to be. Anyway, again, Fanny, thank you for the support. Okay. So, let's do this. So what we need to do is put one of our units into reserve for, like, the skeletons here. And then that'll allow us to hire some dogs. Only 2 to hire, though. 2 out of 4. That's not right. So this one go into storage. And I'll break the skeletons back out, because there's 5 of them. So the way the army is growing, as they get more experience, we get more slots for them, so that they can get bigger. But how that actually affects things overall. We're not sure yet, because again, this is still very much early into the game. I don't even think we're technically through, though. Find the old letters. Yeah, I'm not even sure we're through the actual tutorial still. Where are these letters and why are they eluding us?
Shouldn't these gates be under guard? Where is everyone?
Yeah, where is everyone? So there's our fast travel. Again, these are just, in order to fast travel to them, you have to have been there already. Sorry, English. So we've been to what, 2 or 3 now? These doors. Look, it's a key to a warehouse. We can take all the stuff in the warehouse. Be nice. This is the warehouse. It's not very warehousey. Okay, Fortress at the Bastille Gates. Quartermaster wagon train arrived today. Blah. What happened to the drills? Does Centurion Prim know about the current situation? These new recruits are like forest bandits dressed in royal colors, swinging swords like clubs, incapable of holding the line. Incapable of holding the line, they swear. They spit everywhere. There's no way I can trust the new guards. Luckily, none of the locals know about the cache. Lester, a wharf carpenter from the lumberjack village, helped me make it. He turned out to be pretty cunning. Even came up with a secret lever that you can keep separately. Okay. Oh, look, stuff. Copper lamps and money. Pearls, man, enchanter's wand. I wonder if that's going to be useful.
Found it.
There's our elevator lever. So, this wand. So, characteristics: magic power +3, arcane knowledge +5. Not sure what that's going to do for it. It is Sunday. Is this their day off? Who, the guys that work here? Probably. See, that's the advantage of playing video games on Sundays, is they don't work. All the characters in the games typically don't work, so it's really easy to rob stuff. Sorry. Acquire stuff. Not robbing, it's acquiring. Just like I'm going to acquire that pouch of gold. Another city map. I must have like 3 or 4 of those things now.
It looks like it has to be activated somehow.
Probably with that lever I just found.
Yes, that's correct.
Smart. Wayfaring magic. You can find wayfaring magic scrolls in shops and among their trophies. These scrolls can either enhance the hero's power for a few battles or add an extra unit to the army. Open the Book of Magic to the wayfaring magic page to use the scroll. That one. Wayfaring magic. So this will summon. Summons a random unit into the hero's army or reserves. This unit's leadership is equal to the hero's current leadership. What is my current leadership? That's for units. So what is my leadership? Warfare, health, crit hit. Oh, what's this thing? Magical rosary. When did we pick this up? It's a legendary item. Arcane knowledge plus 7. Health is plus 2% for the army. Then we just alchemist gloves. Magic power plus 1. Arcane knowledge plus 5. Aren't we Mr. Magical or Ms. Magical? Oh, our troops aren't super happy because they're not all the same type. So these guys, not so, it's a little smiley or the unhappy faces. But it's not like we have a big selection of troops to hire. So the elevator, that was the whole point, was just to pick that stuff up. Finding that little lever. Okay. You thought they was going to let us go somewhere.
The guards have raised the bridge. I should give them a signal.
These fortifications, laid down in the third year of King Claudius's reign, were completed in 4 years. They protect our capital, Marcella, from all the misfortunes of the north. Stuff. Just picking stuff up before we talk to that guy. Okay, apparently lots to do. Okay, so that's where we're headed. Trying to get in there.
What is this nonsense? Where's the guard? Why is the bridge up? Ring
All
the
drunk.
bell. Have them lower it.
Stop, Ansel. Something tells me a vile evil awaits us.
Yes. Yes, something is very wrong here. Here, take the scroll of healing. We confiscated it from the marauder before... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be of more use to you anyway. I don't know what to do with it.
Healing scroll. Ah, here comes Roach. Ring the bell. What bell? Ring the bell. Ah, that bell. Ding ding. That wasn't a very loud bell. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to hear that on the other side of the moat there.
You, hold right there. Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys. Take no prisoners.
Hey. They set us up just to get sniped. So, deserters. Ah, there it is. So, swordsmen, archers, deserters. Okay, here we go. What could possibly go wrong? So ghouls, you'll stay in the middle. Spearmen, skeletons. Oops.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
There we go. Okay, who wants to get blasted first with stuff? Got the ray of light. Oh, actually remember your favorites. Okay. So, venomous skull. Air and fire. Applies haste above to an allied unit. Moves a slow effect when applied. Burning ray. And I'm probably going to use the ray of light. Use the ray of light because we can It's just regular mana for that. We have how much? 23. So we're good. So, where's the archers? Kill the archers first. Let them burn. And then the ghoul. They have to come to us, right? Or they will be coming to us, so just wait. It's burning. Ow. Oh, now we're burning too. Let's help out the skeletons. Stay there. Poor priests, or healers, whatever. Heal yourself. Magic is a wonderful thing. Stay there. Okay, so these are spearmen. Oof. You know they're going to be rolling up this side. These are...
Hey, bag of
deserters.
water. Stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Now we have the ghouls to deal with those guys, so you guys go take out those guys. Pretty well. Force March. Hasten. Use speed to remove slowed effects, armor increase to your turns. Oh, this is for the skeletons. I can do that for them. Force March. Go get those guys. Skeleton versus puny humans. So that worked. Now they're cursed. Whatever that does. Let's blast these guys again. Killed one. Okay, no ghouls. We lost a ghoul in that exchange. Oh no, they weakened. Well, that was smart. Or spearmen. Okay. Meanwhile, his archers are dead. Okay, so this is our archers. They're dead over there. Help them out up here. Nope, we're fine. Shoot them. Down. There's a burning still. Ghouls, we already lost one there. That one is... Kill them. Have you move up here for next turn so you can give some range support, maybe. Poor ghouls. Oh, ghouls won. Your superior spearmen against their inferior deserters. So down to 3 units. skeleton. It's too far away. Effective. Again, too far away. So if we get to his leader, do we get to kill it? Two on three. Archers out of range. That wall is screwing stuff up. Let's try to kill these guys. One left. And kill them. Ta-da! So, that fight wasn't too bad. We didn't lose any units that time. Everybody got experience, so hold down H to heal everybody. That's done. Got money, mana, close.
Those aren't our men. They're bandits. Hey, answer me.
Yep. Uh-oh.
We're not cut out for this. Run!
Destroy them! Every last one!
Well, this isn't working.
Who are you running from? Them? I told you not to be afraid.
Dragon. A dragon wearing armor.
There you are, mortal. I, the Great Dumbrazzle, grant you permission to ask a single question.
Just
Is
one.
that you I've seen soaring through the skies, Dumrazzle? Why did you decide to
That's
help
two
me?
questions.
I was paying a debt to an old elf. My promise is fulfilled, and now I'm free. Thank your patron. And farewell, mortal.
See, technically he should have eaten her because that was two questions. She obviously can't listen to instructions. Or follow instructions.
See to the wounded, haste thee a horse, hie to Marcella for succor, call out to the Knights of the Guard, now! Or rather, as you were. The fight seems to be over. Horus, Legate of the Royal Guard, at your service. It's you, Mistress.
I don't get called Mistress very often. Usually I'm just Elisa of Lorien. And you are...
My name is Horus. I am Legate of the King's Guard. I will escort you to Magnus's Bastion.
I was attacked by assassins dressed in King's Guard uniforms. And then I was saved by a dragon. You must figure out what happened, Legate Horus.
A dragon? Sure. My men will investigate the Batil Gates attack and question the survivors. And you, my lady, please come to the court under my protection. Prince Adrian doesn't like to wait.
"6 months ago." So finally we get the backstory.
Loyal subjects, I, King of Nostria, by the grace of Elu, have gathered you here today. The time has come to renew our oath.
Cease! Cease, rulers of the world! The time of oath is over! The blight is coming. It cometh quicker and quicker. Devastation awaits. Death and ruin. No one will be spared. But the Savior is already here. She is among you.
Cathor, shut him up.
Uh-oh. That didn't work.
Accept this path, chosen one. Follow it to the end. Do not fear, for I will meet you in the void.
Don't let... Stop!
Get her to Crucis.
So that's why we're in jail. We were falsely accused of trying to kill the king. We were just standing there minding our own business. Some kook with a staff said we were the savior of the world, I think, right? Chosen one. Something like that. And now.
Well, well. There's our valiant guard. With loot.
The King's Counselor Montier. What does he want?
Wait. I require but a moment of your time. Well...
Your Excellency, this personage has an audience with His Highness, Prince Adrian.
Ah, the prince is so fidgety. But he's not waiting for you, is he, Horace? I have some questions for you. Please stay. And you, go keep your appointment with the prince. But afterwards, return to me immediately. It is a matter of utmost importance.
Sure it
What's
is.
happening in the Royal Guard, Legate Horace?
We serve, as we always have.
And
Hello
what did you
everyone.
find out
Uh-oh.
about
My
the
name is
Mateo
Veronica
Gates
and welcome to
incident?
Gimpy's Twitch
My
channel.
good man.
If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Hey, Kabal, welcome back.
Your Excellency?
When you were attending to our prince's whims, did you conduct an inspection?
I'm
Found all the traitors, have you?
listening here.
Interrogated every living creature, every bird. The stones too, I assume. Sniffed out any evidence of treason, skullduggery, clapped the perpetrators in irons, warmed up the rack.
No. The Prince gave me no such assignment.
Well, what are you waiting for, my lackadaisical friend? Get on your horse and ride ahead to reconnoiter. Check everything over with your own two eyes. Don't besmirch the reputation of the defenders of the throne and kingdom. Hurry up. Oligar will command the royal guard in your absence.
Guys, a douchebag. What did you miss? The tutorial stuff, basically. Basically just the intro to the story. We just found out, we just saw the flashback to 6 months ago that explained why we started off in prison. Basically, we were wrongly accused of trying to assassinate the king.
Ah, it's you. I've heard lots about you, you know.
Have you? Dun, dun, dun.
How does the throne room seem?
Bad Gimpy? What do you mean bad
Don't you think
Gimpy?
our receptions under Adrian have become rather dull?
Have pity, my dear. He's only ruled for 6 months.
Yes. It's been difficult for the prince. Is there any way to wrench even a smidgen of power out of Montier's hands?
Let's leave the subject of Montier for the moment. How was your theater? How were the actresses?
Our last performance was a resounding failure, as you know. Our prima donna, Lindsay, seems utterly lost, as if suffering a head injury. But we are even now preparing a new performance.
Oh, brother dear, I am so looking forward to it. Our most esteemed attendee will be thrilled as well, I'm sure.
Who'd that be? Hope it's not me. She looks lonely. Ah, the prince.
Sir Prince! I mean, your wellness. Your highness. Hello.
So elegant.
Yes. First order of business? I gave the order to release you not out of mercy or any misguided belief in your innocence. You've been released because I find myself in need of a capable agent.
You've made the right choice, your highness.
Listen to me closely now.
Based
and
on
no
what?
interruptions, whilst my poison-struck father remains incapacitated. I must bear the weighty burden of the crown as keeper of the Kingdom of Nostria. A few days ago, a calamity occurred at the Monpatri Mage Factory. Several people died. My subjects. Since then, I haven't learned a single true thing about the incident. The mages are searching for signs of necromancy, while Montier claims it's an act of sabotage by the Artisanians. The Lowborn are milling about in a panic, spreading wild rumors on the wind like grain for hens. The Royal Guard tarries. Even the acclaimed spies of the Adepts of Darkness can give me no straight answer. Thus I, Prince Adrian, heir to Nostria by the grace of the Creator, command you to carry out an investigation. But do not forget, until this task has been fulfilled to my satisfaction, you will not truly be free. Go. Perform this deed with full royal backing. Uncover the truth of what happened at the Mage Factory. There are people camped near Marcella. They call themselves Monpatri refugees. Start with them, and do not rest until you find out the true cause of the catastrophe.
Okay, so who tried to kill the king? Goofy Prince here, or douchebag up front, or was it somebody else? Throw 'em. All of them, yes, they all teamed up to make me look like the guilty person so they can, you know, do what they need to do. Talk to Counselor Montier, who is that guy, who is not the other one, isn't it? This is a different
There you
douchebag.
are, my dearest
No,
friend.
this is the douchebag.
Let's not waste words.
Hey, Mr. Counselor. I'm so glad that you consider us friends.
Hey, Mr.
Those
Counselor.
murderers and villains trampled on Nostria's honor when they donned the uniform of our guards and attacked you. In broad daylight. In an impregnable fortress. Oh, Creator. Outrageous, unspeakable, impossible.
You
But
protest
my
too
resilient
much.
friend, never fear, for you are in good hands. While you were taking your meeting with the prince, my people figured everything out. Those conspirators needed you. They wanted to get to the king with your help, and... But how can we even think on such things? It would mean the ruin of the kingdom.
And?
We found out where the Blackguards are hiding, and have already dispatched both our regular guard and a detachment of royal guards to that location. The conspirator's house is in the market square, at the southern gate. I suggest you hurry if you want a hand in thrashing those rascals. They must be destroyed. Immediately. If not sooner. My assistant Bardolph will provide a travel allowance to cover your first expenses. Go. The Royal Council is counting on you.
Sir
Hey, hey, Bada, welcome back.
Speech.
Your Excellency, may I ask?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but could you possibly...
Dear Sir Montier, did you know that?
Sir Counselor, I must say your taste in garments is magnificent.
Clicked our reward. Did we level up or anything? I don't think we did. Oh, we did. Okay, so another point to spend. So this is the skill tree, we'll just call it. Basically, there's 4 alignments: order, power, anarchy, and finesse. And these determine things. Like all the troops you hire fall into one of these groups. And they want to be in armies that, you know, are related to them. So order wants to be with order, anarchy with anarchy. And if they're in, you know, opposed to each other, they're not happy. The hot tub is currently offline. Try again later. Basically, these are skill points, right? Pick them up as you can. 1 point each right now. So we're doing order balance. Oh, morale penalty for powered ideal units is reduced by 1 when combined with the units for other ideals. So we can do this and our order people won't be so upset. Or we can grab one of this and our anarchy people won't be so upset. Yes, magics. Got magic spellbooks and everything. That's the finesse stuff. So we currently have a point in magic and life. No, sorry, magic of life and light. That's what we started off with because this at the start of the game you have choices between 3 characters: a basically typical fighter type, mage, or paladin. Paladin is kind of like a hybrid, right? And so she started off with this book, and then these up here, these 2, which is protection, and armor, which is resistance, and then of course the order stuff. And then we picked up practice 2, which gives us more XP by winning battles. And then we picked up Magic of Death and Darkness, just because, why not? And that's where we currently are. And you can't pick up this stuff until, you know, unlocking requires 8 power points, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. Hero gains +3 warfare. I don't know what warfare does. Use another 2 points to get that up to level 2. Guess I should do this stuff so we can combine our units a little bit more. They don't have to be so upset. So let's do the anarchy balance because we have some of those. Go that. So in the current army, it's over here on the left. We've got some spearmen, archers, healers, ghouls, who are anarchy. These guys are all order. And then we also have skeletons. Again, anarchy. So, where do we get these? Just from some wannabe lich guy. I don't know. And then over here in our reserves, you can only have up to 5 units active at one time. And they get more units in them as they level up. So up to 506, 505, 506, 67, that kind of stuff. And then reserves, if you have, basically, if you want to hire more people, you just throw, 1 or 2 over here into reserves, hire who you want, and then switch them as you need out. So in this case, we have militiamen. These are dwarves. Then we have dogs of war. We only have 2 in one of those, so. And they all have like little active skills they can do during combat. So it's not too bad. Okay, so collect our reward.
Distinguished Bardolph, you have to understand.
We came here from Derfjord, sailed through the rocky grin.
Almost got devoured by trolls in Cabal. Barely made it.
We lost 2 brother dwarves, 5 yaks, and
the goods. Sturdy steel from Storehorn, mammoth tusks and sheep wool.
Now you're sending us back for some stupid paper from our hofting?
The law is one for all, dear merchants. Derfjord is a Nostrian town. If you're the king's subjects and want to trade in Marcella, be so kind and get the letter of passage listing all goods from your town's holding to ours.
Get out of here. This is just petty.
Think about it. How would we know honest merchants from bandits wishing to sell stolen goods?
We're going to Tyreen. I swear on Mactus's horns, we'll sell everything for triple the price. And Marcella will get nothing in taxes.
Wait, sirs. We can make it work. I promise.
Yep. Anyway, I missed this, but Vuk Rules needs to know important things like, hey Veronica, who is the coolest viewer?
Who is the coolest viewer? Let me think about that. Despiritor is pretty cool. He would be cooler if Gimpy could actually pronounce his name correctly like me.
See? That's funny, right?
Yesterday you were in prison, and today you're acting in Prince Adrian's name. Take this. Your allowance from His Excellency, Royal Advisor Auguste Montier. Sir Montier wishes you the best of luck in scouring our lands of schemers and traitors.
Oh, so now it's going to look like we're on his payroll when everything hits the fan, right? So what did they give us? Money? Wow, we're up to 6 grand. We're rich. Leave the throne room. But I guess there's nothing to see in here. Mark. Who the hell is Mark? Oh, was that where we started? I think that's where we started. So Helena, she's the one who sells us archers and the healers and stuff. Mark sold us the war dogs? No, that wasn't Mark. That was... Oh, Mark is the dwarf. This is the guy that sells us the war dogs. And then Benegarius is the one that sells us the undead. Dun, dun, dun. Look, I'm leaving the throne room. And just a reminder, if we hit when we hit $500 raised, as you can see over the on the right hand side of the screen, we're currently at what, 415? That's about right. So we raised a little over $400 so far. When we hit $500 raised, I've got a code for Star Wars Squadrons to give out to, you know, whoever wants it. And if there's enough people that want it, we'll just random it off if necessary. And yes, if you'd like to donate, please use that link in chat, or just scroll down underneath the video screen and click on the Extra Life button. Any amount you donate is very much appreciated and goes to a great cause. If you do not know what a children's hospital is, feel free to ask in chat, and I'll do my best to explain it. Or I'll show you a video. That's a threat, by the way. You'll understand once you see the video. White Vukruz understands.
I demand to be let into the Citadel.
Nope.
Entrance is forbidden to anyone not loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius.
So there's a map. So we've got Sargonius, and that guy.
Everyone from Monpatri enter Marcella, so as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air and land of the Mage Factory. Be wary and be vigilant, for these virtues go hand in hand. Keep your families safe, for death by plague is long and full of suffering. Signed, Count Montier. May his will be unhindered. Furthermore, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius, sovereign of Nostria, defender of the realm, all visitors from roads leading to the Mage Factory are to be quarantined. Violation of the quarantine will be punished by exorbitant fines, and no one may enter the afflicted land. Signed, Archmage Cathorn. May his will be unhindered. Furthermore, the forecast by Archmage Cathorn, in all his mighty wisdom, the skies shall be clear for the entirety of the coming week. The
Weather report.
reserves are low, so no rain shall be summoned. The night sky shall be clear. The days shall be warm, and the flies shall be moderate in number. The heavenly bodies shall grant a boon to those who seek to travel far and are decisive. Seek new knowledge and unveil old secrets. That's all for today. May you live in peace, good people of Nostria.
I like how he gave a weather report. Uh-oh. What was that? Hobo. Thank you very much, Hobo, for the $85 donation. Much appreciated. Did that get us? That got us up to 85 or to 500, didn't it? Damn it. Damn it, Hobo, making me work while I'm trying to play a video game. We'll see what the update. I'm pretty sure that's $500, isn't it? But anyway, Hobo, thank you very much. Very generous as always. So, oh look, stuff. Not enough gold. So it's some expensive gear. Not enough gold. This is expensive stuff. Okay, can we sell stuff? Soldier boots. Space to sell. Yeah, it's making me work. Damn it. Gone. This is all trash. Guessing we're supposed to sell all this stuff. I don't know what role gems really play other than to be sold. Arrowheads, trash. Save the scrolls. Powder vial, useless trash. Trash. It's our bundle of letters. All papers found in the ruins of Bliss. I think we're supposed to hold on to those, I think. Cauldron. It's a capital Gimpy. It has to cost more. Oh, it's capitalized? Okay. Probably going to regret selling all these gems, but money is money. Dun, 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 dun. Look, it's a gold box. Copper lamp. Yellow pearls. And deer belt. And I sold something I probably didn't want to sell. That's okay. Healing 1. Ugh. We buy it back. Space, hold, sell all. Oh, shit. There. Buy that back because, you know, I screwed up. How much money do we have? 10,000. Still not anything decent. Anyway. So. Like I said, we hit $500. Thanks to people who've donated so far. So thank you everybody who's donated.
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Now, do we have people interested in a code for Star Wars Squadrons? I guess is the next question, because we have $500 raised. Now, I do have 2 codes, but we'll give out the second one later, like when we hit 750 raised. So, but is there any interest for the code? Basically, it's first come, first serve, and if there's more than one person, well, actually, I shouldn't say first come, first serve. How many people are interested? If it's more than one person, we'll just do a random one. We'll have the bot do a random selection. Easy enough to do. But again, if it's just one person, just speak up, let me know, and I'll send you the code. And again, it's for Star Wars Squadrons on Origin. So, just say something in chat so I know. If not, I get an extra copy then. Okay, find the refugee camp. That guy talks too much. Oh, where's the other? There's somebody else selling stuff in here too, wasn't there? There's that guy. That's one in front of us. Yeah, but let's see who all says, yeah. Hobo is a random person. So that works. So it's 2. Oh, look at all the scrolls. Burning Ray 1. So I think that's 2 people. Aren't we all random? No. You think you are, but you're not. Can't be researched. Can't be. Venomous Skull 1. We have this already. Oh, we had that scroll already. Yeah, we do. We can learn that one. So we don't have to buy it. Down. Oh, but should be disqualified. He's definitely not random. That's not fair. You've been lied, what, that you are a random person or that you're not a random person? Gotta be a little bit more specific. Ray of Light. Don't we know that one already? Pretty sure we know Ray of Light already. Inspire, healing. Should probably like okay. So, yeah. So this is our spell book. So this is our favorite. Yeah, Ray of Light. We've been using that one. So the skull. Spend the mana. So now we can do this one. Unit takes 12 to 16 damage at the beginning of its turn, but 62 to 83 up front. That. So we can't learn these because we don't have any skill in that particular spell or stuff. So we have scrolls for these, so we're good. Again, can't learn these either because we don't have any points in that. Wayfarer magic. This is to summon stuff. Summons a random unit into the hero's army or reserves. This unit's leadership is equal to the hero's current leadership. Sounds fun. Oh, look, we got bears. So we got one bear. Now, one bear is kind of scary, actually. We already fought one bear before, and it was nasty. So, we'll leave him in reserves for now. Okay, so... Cabal, do you want the code? Because Hobo says you can have it if you want it. So it's yours if you want it. Bears are your friends. We know that. You have one as a guard dog. Doesn't, then I won't say no. I'm pretty sure he... I don't know. He says so. You'll have a second chance when we hit 750. Because we'll give out another code at 750. Okay, so, Cabal, let me get you the code. Give it to him. See? See? Hope was very generous. That guy talks a lot. Okay, just making sure I'm typing Cabal's name right. Looks like I am. Okay, Cabal, sent you the code via Whisper. And again, that's for Origin. So again, if you have any trouble, it's not my fault. No, you shouldn't have any issue. Okay, so that's done. So congratulations, Cabal, for getting that. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so on we go. Does not hug and watch out for the snapping turtle in the driveway. Oh, find the refugee camp. We're going the wrong way, aren't we?
Apparently, this is where the upper crust of Marcellan society gathers.
Is it? Snapping turtles take more than one finger. They'll take half your arm if you're not careful. It's a bulletin board. Look for someone to train a parrot in... Oh, looking for someone to train a parrot in genteel speech and wean it off rude words, generous payment by the hour. Something sense of humor. Okay, to the loose woman calling herself Brigitta. The 3 coins you were promised but forgot to take have been left for you at the antiquarian's store across from the place where we met. You may collect them at any time. Wow. Wow. Snip. Who's Snip? Oh, this would be is that a duke? Wow, that's just rude. Hi, Snip. What do you got for me? It's got anarchy people. Got brigands, raiders, or wolves. Do we have more anarchy people though? Kind of happy with the order people that I have. Hopefully there's more than just those guys. Oops. This way, the little exclamation points are quests, of course.
So how much is there?
Excuse me. I'm looking for the refugee camp. Could you tell me where it is?
Refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
Yes, you do.
My apologies, sir. I need directions. And you do work for the city, don't you?
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
What could go wrong with that gigantic structure?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
I don't know. But apparently I'm going to look into it. Somebody else down here selling troops.
An official and a bunch of royal guardsmen? What
Stop
is this?
that!
A centurion
pushing
prim,
back.
in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, and His Excellency, Chancellor Montier.
State your business, without the flowery
Welcome
nonsense,
to
if you
Marcel.
please.
We have been entrusted with the investigation of the murder at the Batil Gates.
You who? The bureaucrats? The knights? Those are my people who died at the gates, you imbecile. I'm the one who'll investigate.
Centurion Prim, show a little respect
Stop
for
that,
Marcellin
that
Majesty.
pushing or I'll push back.
Go much. The conspirators' lair was right under your noses. Only a day has passed since
I need to get in here to see what they're
Excellency
selling
Montier
for
took
troops
the
wise.
investigation in hand, and lo and behold, he's already
Stop
exposed
that pushing
the
or I'll push
conspiracy.
back.
His Excellency Montier is not inclined to place his faith in you, Prim. Therefore, you are suspended from command until the conspirators have been neutralized. In the interim, your guards will serve under Sir Oligar. Guard Commander Horus is being sent to the Batil Gates. If the knights find evidence of negligence, Prim, you will not stay a centurion for long.
You won't find anything. Forget it. I serve the king truly, and always have. You
So he
make
says.
a mistake pitting us and the guard against each other, official. It bodes ill.
So,
Stop that pushing or I'll push back. Stop that pushing or I'll push back.
wait. So apparently we can't hire from there yet. You don't know anything. This is another bulletin board. Marcellin Magistrate is announcing recruitment opportunities at Crucius, whatever. We are seeking the carpenters, woodworkers, architects, and porters. You must be a loyal Nostrium. Mandatory requirement. You must have a favorable attitude towards the dwarven folk, as you will be working alongside them in the New Hope Valley. Citizens of this district kindly ask foreigners not to litter the pavement with banana peels. 2 horses have been lamed already. Oh. Dexter, Snip. Dexter is the one we couldn't talk to. Right? Oh, stuff we can actually buy. So, armor for our army +2. Warfare +3 with the Nostrium sword. Look, it's a helmet. Armor and health. Chainmail increased. To south there. An Archer's Ring. Critical hit +3, damage +15% for Bowman. Prowess can't be researched. So much money to spend. Ooh, spend way too much money there. Cousin's vest, am I? So chainmail, we want to wear that. Oh, we can't use the shield if we've got the wand. The wand is magic power +3, arcane knowledge 5. I don't know what that actually does for us. Shield is armor 2 for the whole army. So, I'll go back. So armor is +6, health is +5, critical hit +4, bowman +4 damage. Warfare increases allied unit damage. Oh, that's what that's good for. Increases damage. Magic power increases damage dealt by spells by 1.7% in the duration of periodic spells effects by 1 round for every 75 skill points. Current knowledge grants ability to research and upgrade spells. Increases amount of mana available in combat. Oh, we definitely want that. So, oh well. No shield for us. There. Okay, so I got some of the money back. Now look, another quest.
You've been to Upper Marcella? Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
What are you talking about? Who are you looking for?
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks.
This reminds me of something. I'll tell the story after this done.
My useless son dropped the chick's cage, and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
Alas, it's quite likely the cats got them.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the Royal Kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
Okay, so that reminds me. Last night, after the stream was over, and I go out to the living room. Mrs. Gimpy's got the TV on. She's watching Animal Planet, the channel. And the show that's on is called The Zoo San Diego, which is basically like a reality show, kind of, not really. But it takes place, basically they're in San Diego Zoo and the San Diego Safari Park. They're, you know, the same thing. They're world famous, blah, blah, blah. Basically, the show is they just, you know, talk to the people that work there that, you know, take care of the animals and whatever, and just show different stuff every episode. And last night when I walk out there, they're talking to one of the female keepers, and they're working with the flamingos. Apparently, there's 3 types of flamingos that the zoo and the safari park have, and they're having issues with getting the lesser flamingos to reproduce. And so the keeper's telling the story is how, you know, what they're doing is they put these when the flamingos lay their eggs in their nest, they take the real eggs out and they put fake eggs in there. So the flamingos keep going back to maintain their nests. It's just a thing so that they'll actually continue to reproduce and that kind of thing. And then she goes on, she goes, but we've had a problem with the lesser flamingos because we had about, you know, a dozen or so chicks hatch, and a day or 2 later, and there's a bunch missing. And she's all, they've got nowhere to go. Where did they disappear to? And she goes, so after we review some footage of, you know, we've set cameras up to look and stuff, and it turns out there's a local owl that was swooping in and eating the chicks of the lesser flamingos. It was an owl. Oh, when I heard that, I just started laughing. I know I'm a bad person, but it was just like, ugh. Because the San Diego Zoo is not out in the middle of it's basically downtown San Diego, but the Wild Animal Park, as it used to be called, but now they call it the Safari Park, is out more in the wilderness area, so there's more wildlife. and that live in the area, and they were just the owl was just coming in and taking up chicks at night. So yeah, it's a very healthy owl. Yeah, it's just like oh. And then I was thinking, it's like, wow, that's actually, I'm surprised they didn't find hawks doing it too, because we have lots of hawks in this area that love to eat small animals. And I'm surprised that wasn't happening either. But apparently it was just an owl just eating all the little flamingo chicks. Oh, look at these recruits. So, healer, wind spirit. Wind spirits. We can summon elemental or use elementals. Huh. These are order. How expensive are they? Oh, this wind spirit is aura, spirits of light. So, we'll throw the skeletons into storage. Then we'll see if we can buy this one. So these guys, again, you have to look at their order or their alignment, basically. And these guys will work fine. You can only buy one, though. Because apparently you can only buy stuff based on, this is our limit up here, the 820. I don't know exactly how it works. But we picked one up. And we still have this guy. And these are just regular healers, right? Yeah. Oh, we can hire another one. No, we can't. We're at 5. Okay, so done there.
Scrolls, spells, potions.
That's a lot of guards.
This side of the sea. Browsing won't harm the wares.
That's a lot of guards. Okay, so that's... Wow, look at all the quests that are up here.
Aren't your legs getting stiff? You haven't moved in quite a while. Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
Hello there.
Hey, Dwayne.
Can I have a few words with you?
No.
Of course. I'm all ears.
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee,
just like me.
How rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Unfortunately, I'm quite ignorant on this topic, and I don't know you.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Mercelin. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port Legrand on a leer.
I'm impressed. But what do you need from me?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a Logi, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
I'd like to know where you got all that coin. Didn't you say you left everything at the ruins?
She's smarter than she
Nothing
looks.
gets by you, eh? I found a wealthy buyer for the amulet. Produce the amulet and I'll produce the money. Here, take this as a down payment. I can see you're trustworthy.
Yeah, he's stupid. He's not real bright. Chips, not chips. So it's over here.
You, stay where you are. The way is open to Knights of the Guard only.
I was sent by Councillor Montier himself. Answer me, guard. What is going on?
The Guard's job is to catch pickpockets and keep the road clear of loiterers. I am a Knight of the Royal Guard. A search is underway. We received word that some traitors are holed up here. The same villains who conspired to attack the Batil gates. No one was found in the house or yard. I'm waiting on one more squad to report. They went to investigate the cellar. Strangely, I've had no word from them for quite a while.
And you're just standing there? Make haste, they might be in trouble.
Well, since the King's Counselor sent you, you may pass. My orders from the Legate of the Royal Guard, Horus, are to stay here.
So we get to go inside and do all his dirty work for him. Nothing for us to acquire. Feel disappointed. Dun, dun, dun.
Damn layabouts.
Another map. So many maps laying around. Hopefully no one ever gets lost. It's a secret wall. Not so secret. We found it pretty easy. I didn't even know it was there. You just randomly pull on levers. Hope for the best. So again, this game is really not what I was expecting. To be honest, this is nothing. I was not expecting this kind of stuff. I thought it was going to be walking around on a map fighting battles all day, but not running around in third person, so I didn't really do any research on this game, so it's kind of surprising. Totally unexpected. Not bad, just unexpected. I, the great King Maximus, in the 8th year of Ascension, saw the ancient underground halls in Frostguard mined out by Cyclops and ordered the most talented dwarven builders to excavate even more spacious and beautiful halls. This tablet is hewn from those who will follow. Hewn for those, not from, for those who will follow, so that they may know how Maximus's massive underground chamber was created for the greater glory of the people's crown. I'm not going to let us in. Bummer. Ordered by King Kamad, son of blah 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 stuff. I hereby leave this tablet with notifications. Fine. Yeah, the downside to running around here in third person, there's no third dimension. Actually, it's all 2D. There's no jumping or climbing stuff. Not a huge deal, because it's not really what the game is. So it's not that huge of a deal, but it's... Hey, well, I want it open. Okay, fine. Don't open for me. I'm only looking for stuff to acquire. Is the way it came in? Oh, I missed stuff. Oh, there's stuff on the other side of the wall. Oh, this is the way it came in. What am I doing? Dum dum. Okay, been up there. There's stuff in front of us, but we can't reach it. Oh, look at that up there, maybe. Oh, it's just a fire. Uh-oh. That was kind of nice. Good key makes blah blah blah. We've done. Okay, we already did that. This is what we're here for. Silver tray, carved dragon tooth. Weird stuff to be finding in a tomb, but
Where there's a key, it stands to reason there must be
spend a great sum of money on it, blah blah blah. However, I found out a large part of the royal chambers are likely still intact. Brother Serpent. Oh, look, it's a key. So, key. How useful are you around here? Probably not going to work on that door that wouldn't let me in. Just alongside. Dun, 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 dun.
A private study. What luxury.
Look, a private study in the tomb. I, Xandar, summon you in the name of Eric by the power of the 8 divisions of the 7 seals of wisdom I command. And in the small print below, a scroll of summoning for the disciples. 3rd canon, return to the library. So another quest. Mana overflow. Gold ingots. How much is that going to be worth? My good brother Serpent, I continue from my last missive. The seer of the cathedral spoke of the blight and the savior. And who might the savior be? To whom did the seer point? Guess. I'll offer you a few options, with each equal in their own right. It could be some soldier who not long ago was cutting the throats of rebellious peasants, or a feeble girl with a head full of romantic drivel, or maybe it's a crafty noblewoman with a burning gaze. It's us. This is the head. These are the 3 characters you choose from at the start. Just so you know. But we're the full of romantic drivel. Blah, blah, blah. Well, that's a riddle for you to solve in your own time, brother. Ha ha ha. Or ha ha ha. It's true what they say. A Logi takes the minds of those he wishes to punish. Funny enough, the elf's words didn't achieve their intended effect. The person he pointed out was immediately arrested by the palace guard. Again, us. Yours truly, Brother Thunder. So I'm not even using the real names, cowards. It's a scroll. Inner Flame. Got so many scrolls. So no more on that table. Dun, dun. So this way. Then right hand turn is supposed to be a quest this way, it looks like, which is probably... Uh-oh.
Let's go take a look around. What are you fiddling with?
This cursed thing won't open.
Just press harder.
Not much. Papers, notes. Come on. Come here, you bony bastard.
Well, that didn't go well for him, did it? Hi, skeletons. We're on the same side, just so you know. Okay, so we're fighting, 6 of those skeletons. Giant skeleton. Skeletons, and zombies. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so this thing. Oh, he's not very high level. He's not as tough as the one we fought earlier. Archers can stick. Cool. Spearmen. Swap with the healers. Get ghouls first. So a giant skeleton. Or go after the regular skeletons. Or the zombies. So this will kill, what? Possibly 2 to 3 out of 6. That'll kill 1 out of 3. Is there melee damage? No, that's how much damage we're going to do to them. Counterattack is 44 to 64. This one's counterattack is... Ow. Let's do a little bit of magic first. We'll help this thing out on this side, so make them burn. And have the ghouls stay back here. So Lesser Dispel removes a random debuff from an allied unit. Consumes what? A random debuff. We don't have any debuffs. So it's going to kill one out of the, almost 2 out of the 3 of them. Oh, it's up here. It's all by itself. Work. So archers with flaming arrows. Help the spearmen out on that side, or take out those guys. Take out them first. Stay where you are. Ah, the healers. So zombies not too healthy. Healer stay. So we went up here. Get them ghouls. Zombies walk funny. Okay. Which damage are they going to do? Almost kill it. Dead. Okay, so we're going to blast that thing with the ray of light. He hasn't moved yet, so we'll let him come to us. This thing doesn't have any range attacks, and it's kind of stuck up here. The healer. Oh, we lost a ghoul. Kill this thing. That worked. Oh. Did not realize there was a poison. Hold back. Wait for him to move. If he does, here it comes. Lost another ghoul. Multiple ghouls lost. So what's this do? This deals 84 damage, then purges all wounded members. See if that works. That did not work. Break out the heal. Heal the poor little ghouls. Oof. Oh, there's only one left. We didn't need to heal it. We're gonna probably lose our ghouls. So dispel on him, get rid of the poison. Can't see him because it's too far away, probably. Let's try it from here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, archers. Still got a lot of health left. So much health left. Can't do this, right? Nope. Bye, ghouls. Nice knowing ya. Oh, they didn't die. Now that's shocking. And mean, they're almost dead, but they didn't die. More ray of light on this thing. It's mostly dead. Oh, it's the ghoul's turn, so defend. Ray of light. Or this, sorry, this is the whatever this creature's supposed to be. You stay there. Could heal him, but they're gonna die anyway. I think we have a better chance of killing this thing. Spearman. Pokey pokey. Ta-da. Saved our ghouls. They didn't die. Again. So the giant skeleton thing, that was... Yeah, giant skeleton. He was definitely the toughest thing we fought, I think. Oh, look, we got picked up a healer's belt. Let's see what that is. Okay, heal everybody. So... Oh, no, Spirit of Light. Ghouls are all healed up, so that works. So the guard unit that went down into the cellar, that explains why they didn't come back, because, you know, they ran into those guys. So we're currently wearing this belt, which we bought. 1 armor, 2 health. This is 1 resistance, 2 health. Same cost. I think we'll keep the armor for now. Resistance is against magic. We're not running into a whole lot of damage.
It is time to take a break.
Not running into a whole lot of magic damage.
While you are up. Your next break is in 2 hours.
Very baggy pants, Jeff. Very baggy. Anyway. Gotta take a break. She said so. Gotta listen to Veronica. If you don't do what she says, she gets all upset. So, I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs, get some water, check on the dog, see what they're up to. And I'll be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, please watch the video. And I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching.